Hey guys, so today we're going to be talking about Snapchat. Literally everybody has a Snapchat. Even friggin' middle schoolers have Snapchats on their phones. And I'm over here like, what those little kids need Snapchat for? Something illegal probably. I didn't even have a phone in middle school. I had like one of those like iPods that it has a circle and like you put your finger on it and you like roll it around. And yeah. So today I wanted to talk about stuff that's relatable AF. So let's just go out here and say it. This app is like cocaine. People get withdrawals if they don't have it, which I think is really interesting because I'm totally addicted to it too. And like, it's exactly like that. If I don't have it, I get withdrawals, like physically, like my hands. It's weird. For some reason, we want to know what our friends be doing all the time, which is interesting because our friends' lives aren't that interesting, are they? I actually notice it's kind of like our mind's mental programming. It's so addicting, it creates an automatic program in your mind. You start doing it by default, and that's what's really interesting whenever you don't have anything to do with your hands. Like, especially if you go out in public and you're with other people, it's like a social crutch that you automatically, your hand has the urge to reach for your phone, pick it up, and go through your Snapchats, and go through people's stories, or just pretend you're looking on it. Like, I do that a lot. I just pretend I'm looking on Snapchat to avoid talking to people. That's bad. I feel bad now. I feel bad. I guess it's a social crutch. Because I see a lot of people do that though. And the more I see them do it, I'm just like, I don't want to be like them. Like, when you're at a party and nobody knows each other, so y'all awkwardly get your phones to avoid having conversation. You all sit around and pretend you're on Snapchat, and it's just to avoid awkwardness. I think that's interesting. That's how you know it's true addiction, is the unconscious pull that it has like in your hand. Like, if your hand is like pulling that way to go boop, 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 play with your phone, yeah, that's a sign you're addicted, just like me. But dang, it's really cool that our brain does that automatically though. Computer games, it's like a program, it's like software, and then you put the software on and then it just runs. That's just how our minds work, and it's really, really cool how it does that. And then there's Snap Stories. When do people get so obsessed with other people's lives? Like when? Like, I'm not even gonna lie, I'm pretty addicted to this, but it's not the checking of the story. I'm pretty addicted to oversharing all the stuff that I do. So like, if I like look in the mirror and I feel like I'm looking cute, I'm just like, let's take a picture. Like, I'm just like, oh, I look good, So yeah, I overshared just a little bit, but I'm not as bad as some of the girls that I used to know. They be checking their stories together and then throwing shade at each other. Like, good lord, girls are so mean to each other. They're vicious. Also, some people are scared that the location thing will get you in trouble too. I think it's weird that everybody can see where everybody is, like the location. I think that's kind of weird. Some people are like, oh, get them in trouble with their significant other. And I'm over here like, oh god, people are gonna see how often I'm at my house. I love my house though. Have you seen my house? It's so sweet and pretty and nice, and I love it. Oh, I have a little heater because it's cold. It's so cold in here. Wait, let me go turn it on. Wait, there we go. Okay, there we go. I turned it on. But yes, all my friends are gonna see how often I'm at my house. Oh no. And one of the most irritating things on Snapchat has to be the streaks. And it's mostly girls that do this too. I cannot stand whenever someone tries to get a streak going with me. Like, I don't mind if I'm talking to you every day and then we get a streak. I don't care. I'll try to, help you out with the streak if you really think it's important. But some people send me pictures and it says streaks, and I know in my head I'm just like, oh, they sent that to like 100 different people. I only really want to talk to you if you send me something for me, not a mass text. If people send me something for streaks, it just annoys me. Like, it makes me not want to talk to you. If you send me a picture and it says streaks, I'm going to be like, ugh, I'm going to go out of my way not to talk to them, because that's really superficial, don't you think? Like, if you actually are friends with someone, you don't need streaks to, I guess it's like validation for your friendship. Like, look at this, we've been talking this long. I guess if it's your boyfriend or your girlfriend, yeah, or maybe your best friend, it annoys me whenever someone that I don't even know that well, and they're like, streaks, and they have like 20 streaks, and I'm looking over here like, this hoe be like 10. How old are you, man, to be caring about these streaks and stuff? Everybody who does streaks is probably hating on me right now, and that's okay. I take it. It gives me power. Look at this. It gives me power. Keep going. But I guess if I get a snap, I assume it's because someone wants to talk to me. So it feels like whenever you get an email and you're like, oh, I got an email, so then you check it and it just turns out like it's like some work from home spam, and you're just like, ah, spam emails. I hate spam emails. And then hoes be like, they seem to love Snapchat. Let's not pretend we don't know what we really want to use Snapchat for. I think it's okay if you got a significant other and y'all can keep in touch like that, but I don't know. Me personally, it's freakishly easy to talk to people you're not supposed to, and messages disappear. That's not really a good mix for good decisions, you know. If anything, at least in my world where all my preferences are true, I wouldn't have myself on Snapchat, because I feel like Snapchat is the art of finding someone. But when I feel like whenever you have someone, then Snapchat just becomes irrelevant, because it's still an open avenue to try to find someone, because that's kind of what it was made for. I don't know. Some people use it to prove to other people that they're real, especially like, yeah, it's good to use it. It's good to use it for that. Like, also, am I the only person who had this thing in my head that was like a competition between people on my friends list, just like in my mind? I was trying to keep all of them where I thought they were supposed to be. Like, so if I was, my best friend was at second, then I'd be like, why are you at second? And I try to get him up to the top of the list. And then if someone I didn't like was at the top of my list, and I'd be like, why are you up here? And I'd like try not to talk to them to get my other friends up to the top of the list. And it was just like a lot of like weird, like, and they were like, why aren't you talking to me? And I'm not gonna be like, because I want to get you to the bottom of the list, because you're not my friend. No, you don't want to be mean like that, but it's truth. I was like scared of losing that little heart, you know, that you get whenever you have like a bestie, that little heart. Now that I look back on it, I kind of realized it was stupid. Yeah, I'm not 10. I don't need a little heart to prove that I have a bestie. I think it's silly. It is a good I would say logically it would be like a good indicator though to know, oh, this person's actually talking to me as much as I'm talking to them. So that's the only thing I would see good use for it. I guess, you know, in like the context of the intricacies of mating, then you can kind of tell, oh, this person is talking to me only as much as I'm talking to them. Like I'm the top person that they're talking to. And then from that you have enough information to kind of continue on. So that's the only reason I can see that being of use. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it's time to delete this app. I don't know. My friends list, as I'm getting older and older, my friends list keeps getting smaller and smaller, and I keep wanting to make it smaller and smaller. I don't want to have a million acquaintances. I want to have a couple friends that I actually text in real life, and that I actually hang out with, and, you know, people that I actually like talking to. I know a lot of the older people that I'm watching that grew up before Snapchat, and y'all can remember whenever people actually talked to each other, whenever people actually, you know, had the balls to pick up the phone, which I think that's attractive. Whenever someone, like, it's just like calls me up and I'm like, that was unexpected, hello there. But yeah, I would prefer, you know, the real life, you know, calling or whatever. I guess it's just getting old. I think it's silly. It's like a little kid thing. I think the older we get, we kind of evolve and graduate up from like being like a little kid mentality to being an adult. But that's not to say that adults don't enjoy Snapchat. Yeah, they do. There's a lot of awesome stuff for it. What do you guys think? I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about it. The pros, you can identify who people really are. You can make sure that they're real. The one obvious thing that Snapchat was made for, why the pictures disappear. That's the biggest thing. And what's another pro? You can kind of prove where you are. But there's some cons too. Like once you start, you know, gaining responsibilities, and once you start having like more and more and more commitments in your life, the looseness of Snapchat. It seems a little silly. I don't know. Maybe I'm just an old soul. What do you guys think? Because everybody else looks at me like I'm crazy whenever I try to express my opinion over this. Like, if I express my opinion over dating apps, or social media, or Snapchat, I'm over here like, I miss the olden days whenever people actually talk to each other. Because I like talking. I'm an extrovert. I just can talk and talk and talk. And even just love hearing myself talk. Maybe that's what it is. But I miss the real world. So, what do you guys think about it? Do you think Snapchat is mostly good or mostly bad or just mostly a mixed bag? My final verdict is it's a mixed bag. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna go with. Well, thanks for guys for watching. I actually really enjoyed making this one because I'm all comfy in my tank top. And wait, I got my crystal necklace. You gotta look at this beautiful thing. Isn't it beautiful? Oh, I love this thing. It has a bunch of stones. It has a bunch of cool stones in it. Yeah, but I'm all comfy. I got my warm fire going. And I'm totally not recording in my underwear. Woo! Oh, I'm gonna get dizzy. Oh. Oops. I'm dizzy. I look cute. Alright guys, give me ideas on stuff to talk about. I think what I'm going to start talking about in the very near future is going to be more like philosophical stuff, just deep stuff like that. Because personally, I just want to give my opinions on all this stuff. Just anything from like current events to, I don't know, science and history. Oh god, I love history. Ugh, I get a hard on for history. And philosophy. So give me some ideas on stuff that I can do, stuff that I can talk about, and I'll give my opinions, and I will be here in my room. I'm just chilling in my room. Alright, thanks for watching. Subscribe, please. Pretty please. I'll beg. I will beg. And like, I really enjoy when you like the video because it helps me out. I really like it when you give me ideas on what to talk about, and we will talk about it. Maybe in the very near future I can take you to see my beautiful Jeep, because my Jeep is everything in the world. I will take you along and we will see it. We will look at those big beautiful tires. Whoa. Alright, there you guys.